defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the...
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. Done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
And you want consistency.
Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They're working that left side. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Going to sling it on second down. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A great catch and run for 6. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He rifles one deep to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That pass not close as he got... Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Smith. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. To grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rutgers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. freeze, 27 jump. Set, ready. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always... You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. He'll start this drive firing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is the...
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen him the last couple weeks.
He's got him this time. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to throw again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game. Large.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout this season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a... Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Touchdown, Rutgers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Smith. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Stokes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive...
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception. interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turn. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stacks. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
They'll run play action. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. From the gun. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between
Here we go, set. Let go. Down. What are you? Ready, ready. Ready. of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite... Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Scarlet Knights kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his...
And it's on the ground. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hilltopper. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Smith. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Garrison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads it left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right on the money. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And they got it done in the 1st half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Gets the back moving. The snap sets up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Stokes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays. 3rd and a
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Line gets set. First down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by their...
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Scarlet Knights are threatening on first and goal. Wants to throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they... They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown,
starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the...
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Now, 4th down.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Swings it out to the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's Woods. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I'm not surprised.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Scarlet Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to pound it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Turns on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Rutgers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 35.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Woods. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Lost, the defense is wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Adams.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get on. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like...
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Touchdown, Rutgers. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he wrapped. Looking to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Adams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just